Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, and the morning edition is live. On today's show, the Humane Society encouraging Bahamians to adopt a pet for the holidays. The island of Eleuthera preparing for a major tourism injection. And a young attorney turns an old boss into his dream business. So let's start the morning off right. The morning edition. I'm LaDawn Davis.
Well, good morning, LaDawn. I don't know if I should be scared or what, or I should close or tint my windows because I saw you come into work this morning and you're all blue up today. I picked out my blue.
We've been looking through each other's window, it seems.
That's a scary thought. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day so far. It's a mixed emotion show that we have for you this morning. We're going to go down to Eleuthera, One Eleuthera Foundation, your hometown, on a sailing legend passes away. We'll be speaking with some of his crew members here on the morning edition this morning. But first, as usual, we're all in this feeling of Christmas. And thanks to Janae's Uniform Center, your Christmas decorations. I see you trying to put these decorations away, some nice decorations for your Christmas tree. Still don't know what color I'm putting on my Christmas tree this year. I know no gifts are going to be underneath it for you. And I'm asking any family, if you're looking to adopt a grown man like myself, I am available because I don't think my family is going to treat me this well this Christmas. Please.
Sure. It's November 30th, so I'm sure you guys have a few more days left before you can decorate your tree. So go down to the
I'm looking for a family to adopt me because I'm tired of waking up on Christmas morning and everybody is opening up their gifts and I'm right there just, what's for me, and nothing for me. And that's been like that for the last, 30 years?
I don't think they will forsake you on Christmas. Definitely not Charlie.
If they forsake me 364 days in the year, you think they can't forsake me for the 365th day? Well, once again, today's Uniform Center is giving away this nice ball. And let's put the question up on our screen. What well-known Christmas carol became the first song ever broadcast from space way back in 1965? And you can dial 502-3855. LaDawn, what's the answer?
I'm going to say one of my favorites.
What?
Jingle Bells.
Silent, wrong. Desmond Sanders, do you have the answer for this morning's trivia question? You're out there making sure that the streets are safe. Good morning, Des.
I'll leave the answer up to you, Fisher, but I hope you get those Christmas gifts this year, and I hope you're showered with a whole lot of love this time around. But I'm out here at Prince Charles Drive. The weather's perfect. It's winter. Christmas is almost here. I'm excited. Love is definitely in the air, folks. I'm standing here on the busy thoroughfare of Prince Charles Drive. Rodney Davis capturing all the images here this morning. And let me tell you, this is a busy thoroughfare. And for the time I've been here, a number of persons have been speeding. So I want to encourage motorists out there to please exercise extreme caution and care. I know you've got your gift list. May not be on that gift list, but I know you have that gift list on for Christmas and you're out shopping and taking care of business, but you want to be very careful as you roam the streets, all right? So Prince Charles Drive, a busy thoroughfare here. Take your time, all right? A number of persons are still not exercising caution on the streets, and that's why I've got the superstar corporal here with me, Patrick Kemp, and I know he's going to be issuing out some tickets. So if you see him, you want to be very careful. Good morning. How you doing? Good. It's just a beautiful morning.
Good morning.
And we've seen some pretty interesting things out here on the streets so far this morning.
Good morning again. Good morning, Bahamas. And you're absolutely correct, Mr. Sanders. Wild Standing Radio. If you notice, just east of us, there's a no U-turn sign that's right at the tip of this median. And Wild Standing Radio, somebody just made a U-turn right there in their Rubus. And as they pass us, they're looking at me knowing that they committed an offense. This is what we are dealing with on a daily basis. And so I want to send a caution out to those drivers to know that when you commit such offense, you will be stopped and you will receive a citation to go before the courts.
That's right. And you guys are going to be out full force this time around, Christmas season. A number of people are going to get crazy, but you guys are going to be out there enforcing the rules of the road.
Yes, definitely. The public should expect the officers to be out on the road. It's a joint effort between the traffic and other stations. All of us combined in an effort to continuing to keep our community safe. So expect that when we stop vehicles for various infractions, it is to not only to deal with those offenses, but at the end of the day, we usually get the bigger offenses. Persons who are tracing the street with drugs in the vehicles, firearms in the vehicle, other major offenses that are dealing with that vehicle, and it causes us to have a bigger arrest. So I want to send a caution to those drivers, please, and especially for those persons driving with those unlicensed and vehicles, uninsured vehicles, to get those vehicles sorted out.
I know another concern for police of late has been the number of homicides, and a number of drug seizures on the streets.
Well, Mr. Sanders, I want to send this out to members of the communities. Please, it's not just for the traffic infractions that we encourage persons on this show to be cautious of, but for persons in various communities, anything that you see of the character in your communities, please report it to the police. Please report it. We have a lot of our colleagues who are out there who are going above and beyond to make sure that our communities are safe, but we only can do so much. We depend on the members of the public to provide us with the necessary information to help us to put these would-be criminals off our streets.
All right, Superstar Corporal Kemp joining us on our traffic segment this morning. Let's spread some love and cheer this time around. Fisher and LaDon, back to you in the studio.
Thanks a lot, Des. We are waking up to 64 degrees, mostly cloudy. Winds north at 2 miles per hour. Humidity 87%. Now, a cold front over the southeast Bahamas will continue to quickly exit the area, while high pressure progressively builds over the northern islands. For all areas, weather very cloudy and mild, with the chance of a few lightly spotty showers, mainly in the vicinity of the frontal boundary throughout tonight. Today's high temperature 77 degrees Fahrenheit, overnight low of 64. And as we look ahead to Wednesday and Thursday, some sunshine peeping out there and delightful in the day, 81 in the day, 72 at night, and then on Thursday partly sunny and pleasant as well, 82 in the day, 71 at night.
The government providing more details on its relief budget, which calls for certain trade-offs. Still, the country's leader assures that his government has consulted widely and is optimistic that what is being put in place will not only address the fiscal situation, but take care of the people. Here's the Prime Minister's contribution to the 2021 supplementary budget.
Madam Speaker, to restore our country, this supplementary budget is designed to achieve 3 major goals. It provides much-needed relief to the Bahamian people. It reallocates funding to match the ministerial portfolios of the government. And it provides funding for critical expenditures which were neglected by the previous administration. It is also important to point out that we are accomplishing these objectives while not adding a single additional dollar to the national debt.
The COVID-19 pandemic seeing hundreds of millions of dollars being paid out in unemployment benefits. That detailed by the minister responsible for the National Insurance Board, the Honorable Miles LaRota, during his contribution to the supplementary budget debate Monday afternoon.
The government-funded Dorian Extension Programs and the government-funded Unemployment Assistance Extension Program continue to support those workers who remain laid off. To date, the government-funded Unemployment Assistance Extension Program has paid out in excess of $190 million to 34,319 persons. Madam Speaker, I would be remiss if I would not have given the former administration credit for their implementation of a system, albeit created by the PLP.
Former Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for Killarney, the Most Honourable Dr. Hubert Minnis, touting his previous administration's economic stewardship during his contribution to the supplementary budget. He referenced concessions and incentives as laid out in the last budget and acknowledged long-term structural issues to be addressed to promote more vigorous economic growth and jobs. The Killarney MP also defended RCL's land lease.
Yes, there's a lease of $140,000 per year, 25 years with extension, and I would explain that in a few minutes. But the benefits certainly outweigh the lease of the property. Madam Speaker, RCL would embark on a $55 million investment on that particular property, and in fact, they are even increasing that. There would be many jobs created for Bahamians. All of the investment on the property itself would be run by Bahamians, and RCACL will assist Bahamians with funding.
The Member of Parliament from Marco City, Michael Pentard, was sworn in as a new leader of the Free National Movement in a brief ceremony yesterday. Pentard takes over after being elected during the party's one-day convention on Saturday. He pulled in the majority of votes casted, beating out Central Grand Bahama MP Iram Lewis and East Grand Bahama MP Kwesi Thompson. During the swearing-in ceremony at police headquarters, Pentard thanked all those who played a pivotal role in his political journey and also rededicated himself to working tirelessly on behalf of every Bahamian.
It is my intention to follow in the footsteps, because certainly the shoes are extremely large to fill, but to follow in the footsteps of our founding fathers and mothers. In particular, Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield, Arthur Folkes, Warren J. Lavarty, Maurice Moore, Curtis Macmillan, James Jimmy Shepard, Dr. Elwood Donaldson, and George Thompson.
Now to news from the crime beat. Police actively investigating a homicide which took place on Hospital Lane North overnight, where a male was found unresponsive. This latest homicide comes on the heels of a shooting incident yesterday at the junction of Market Street and Robinson Road. We understand a man was approached by occupants of a white Jeep. One of the passengers reportedly wielded a firearm and opened fire in the man's direction, hitting him in the right thigh and left ankle. His wounds deemed serious.
It's a different kind of Christmas, but everything is here to bring a smile upon your face. That's what the season brings now. See, Christmas time is the time for your family and friends. Come and shop with us and find everything that you need. Deck out your homes with all we have in store, bringing joy and so much more. At Shop Smarty, at Shop Smart. Shop Smart, oh, everything is here at Shop Smart. At Shop Smart, at Shop Smart, oh, everything is here.
Do you want to travel this holiday season? Don't want to miss out on those blockbuster deals? Well, have you gotten your COVID-19 vaccine yet? Time is running out to travel for the holidays, and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine may be just what you need. It's one and done. Just one jab of this vaccine, and 2 weeks later, you're fully vaccinated and ready to shop. Protect yourself and your loved ones this holiday season. Schedule your vaccine appointment now.
The Wani Luther Foundation is continuing to make a difference in the lives of Family Islanders, and joining us live here in studio from that community-based organization is Yolanda Pawar. Yolanda, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Good morning, LaDawn. Good morning, Fisher. It's so good to be here with you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Yolanda. So tell us a little bit about some of the projects I guess the foundation is currently working on.
Well, Adon, we have a lot of projects that are currently underway. Many of them are based in farming, and yes, there are some of them that are benefiting young people as well. This summer, we launched our first pilot program, a Learn to Swim for Free program that we utilized our 25-meter pool for, which is located right at the retreat. We understand that there are so many young people on the island of Eleuthera that are not able to swim, and being surrounded by water, that was a critical aspect of us being able to give back to the community. And so we were happy to pilot that program. And it's going to be an ongoing one that we'll revisit every year, taking Eleutherans into the pool and teaching them how to swim.
Now, talk to us a little bit about the foundation. It also launched its farming initiative. How are things going with that so far?
Well, we have a 2-acre farm, and we're now in the planting season, and things are going very well. We also have a 20 beehive apiary located right there at our campus in Rock Sound. In addition, we've recently launched a 1.1-acre cooling house, a very revolutionary structure that allows us to grow year-round. It has a retractable roof and retractable walls that allows the crops being grown on the inside to be protected from the elements, but to still have a very controlled environment. So we expect to be able to increase the output of what's coming off of the farm significantly next year to be able to fill the gaps that we have on the island and throughout the Bahamas.
And are there any special activities being planned for this holiday season?
Well, you know, LaDawn, I heard from a little birdie that Eleuthera is your hometown. Am I correct?
Definitely. Harbor Island, to be exact, yes.
Okay, well, you know what? We have the Retreat Hotel right there on our property. It's a 16-room, beautiful boutique hotel. It's located just feet away from our farm. So you're able to come and not only be immersed in nature, relax and unwind, but you can also have a 5-star stay and still vacation at home. How great is that for domestic tourism and keeping those dollars at home, right? So we want to send a special invitation to all Bahamians and, of course, to you and to Fisher to come on down. We'd be happy, in fact, to even host the morning show down there. So I'm planting those seeds with you guys now for next year. And Fisher, don't worry about being adopted. I brought a gift for you and for LaDawn.
Awesome, awesome.
I read your minds this morning, and in here are goodies that are harvested not only from our farm. We have honey from our very own hives, but we also have handcrafted, authentic Bahamian gifts from local artisans and vendors across Eleuthera, a lot of whom participate in our very own farmers market that takes place twice a month now on campus.
Yolanda Pawar, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Edition. All the best to you and your team over there in Eleuthera. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, LaDawn. And one last thing, I want to encourage everyone to go to our website. We're doing a drive also for year-end giving. And if you wish to give to any of the initiatives going on at One Eleuthera, you can visit oneeleuthera.org, and we'd be happy to receive your donations. And I just want to wish you a great morning.
Thank you. Sounds very good. Although the busy Thanksgiving holiday weekend has ended for the tourism industry, visitors numbers are expected to climb even more as tourists vacation in the Bahamas for the Christmas holiday. Hotels across the island of Eleuthera are preparing for an influx of visitors next month. That's according to Tourism General Manager there, Jacqueline Gibson.
We have the Cape Eleuthera Resort, and they're doing quite well, not just with in-house visitors, but you know, they have a marina in that area as well. I haven't checked on the figures or what they're expecting, but I think they're positioned to do really well with their marina business in South Eleuthera. The Cove Eleuthera has been closed for quite a while, and now they're opening for business December 20th, and we're quite excited about that. While they would not open, they're not planning to open with all of their rooms, but I'm told they should open with 21 of their ocean view rooms.
Looking for a possum pet to be the newest member of your family this holiday season? Well, look no further. This as the Bahamas Humane Society gears up to host another adopt-a-thon aimed at encouraging Bahamians to foster instead of shopping for a lovable pet. The adoption fair scheduled for December 11th and 12th comes as a non-profit organization has taken in a record number of stray and surrendered pets this year. Pet lovers can visit the center on the December dates to browse for the dog, puppy, and cat bound to be their next family member.
We have a lot of animals here at the Humane Society. You know, we had a recent airlift, but it didn't do much of a dent. People still bring in animals to us. We're still battling the episode of too many animals, not enough adoptions. And again, all the animals are spayed and neutered, and that's a plus. We're trying to cut down on population.
Well, Humane Society General Manager Inspector Percy Grant also explaining the work that goes into adopting any of the shelter's lovable pets.
We will have to, of course, still go through the same criteria, making sure that people are fencing yards and having a doghouse in place. And so this is why we're doing it. We're preparing it now, the public now, so that they have chance to do those little things. They need to start coming in, getting their applications done, because we have to do home checks and just be ready to go.
And as we head to the break, we take a look back at today in Bahamian history. On November 30th, 1988, the first government-owned children's home, the Building Lane Children's Home, was officially opened. Also on November 30th, 1990, Workers Bank on Harold Road was officially opened.
There's a spark of greatness in each of us. That spark is called personality. Individual gifts and talents provide the fuel to set that spark ablaze. Each child has the right to an education which values their personality and nurtures their talents, while teaching them to be respectful to their parents and their cultures.
We play just like your kids. We text just like your kids. We learn. We even cook. We take selfies. We have hobbies. And we love sports. In every way, we are just like everyone else and enjoy the same things and live our lives every day, just like you do. So if you happen to meet us, treat us just like everyone else. Because at the end of the day, we're just like you. Living life with Down syndrome is simply living. To learn more about Down syndrome, call 727-2105. This message is brought to you by the Grand Bahama Down Syndrome Society.
Watching the Zadanas Kids Club. My name is Kyle Jones. I go to one-on-one preschool and I love watching the Zadanas Kids Club. Hi, I'm Toronto Fairview Academy and I love watching the Zadanas Kids Club.
Well, the sailing community losing a legend on Monday. He was not one to talk much, but did most of his action on the water. Captain Lundy Robinson sailed off at the age of 67. Now, he was the skipper of many boats, Red Stripe, crazy partner, Udiva. And joining us this morning is one of his crew members who've been with him for quite some time, Gerard Moxley. Gerard, good morning. And first of all, condolences to his family from the Zedna Toll Sports family, and to your family on the passing of a legend, Captain Lundy Robinson. Like I said, not one to talk much. When he wanted an interview, he always passed it on to his crew. Tell us about the legend of Captain.
Lundy Robinson was a real quiet person. He wasn't arrogant. He just went out there, handled his business on the water, and he is one of the country's best sloop sailors that we ever had and probably ever will have.
Talk about, many may know him, short punts. That's when you see Lundy, don't care what kind of function it was, short punts. That's his legacy.
Yes, Charles. He everywhere he would have on his short punts, regardless of the cold, the rain, whatever conditions there was. You would always find him in his short punts, cargo short punts, and he's always ready to go sailing. The Black Point community, our family, we've lost a legend. I mean, it's hard to put words in the right perspective when we describe Lundy, because he was that type of person. He was a giant of a man. And we just trying to deal with this situation and and trying to make the best out of it. And hopefully we can just move sailing along still. I know that's what he'll want. I know definitely he'll want that in me, because I've been with him all my life. He's been very close to me. And so I just want to push through just for him.
What do you think he will want people to remember most about him?
Just his love. You know, he had a love for country, he had a love for his family, and definitely he had a love for sailing. And he passed that along, Fisher, to the whole Black Point community. A lot of the guys that sails right now in Black Point is just because of his love for it. And he brought us all into it, and he showed us the way, and we are eagerly waiting to have the next regatta to just have it in honor of his name and to make him happy and make him proud.
On that note, I know that it just died yesterday. I know plans are already in the making for something special for Captain. In the making.
Oh yes, we definitely gonna do something big. Black Point has been doing small events throughout the year just to keep the sport going. So definitely, without a doubt, we're gonna do something very big in the near future for Lundy. And of course, you know, his pride and joy, the crazy partner will be there. And hopefully by August, if the country is fully open, we're gonna do something big. We're gonna have the red stripe for the very first time sailing in Black Point in August of 2022.
I know it's still an emotional thanks. Thanks a lot, Gerard Moxey, for joining us here on the Morning Edition. Once again, condolences going out to the sailing community, the family of Captain Lundy Robinson. So much to say, but can't say much right now. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Charles.
Is for people who are HIV negative and are at risk of contracting HIV. When used properly, PrEP can provide a high level of protection against HIV, and it is even more effective when it is combined with condoms and other prevention methods. PrEP has been revolutionary for HIV prevention, but not enough people know about it. It is important to spread the word about PrEP and encourage people to have this conversation with their healthcare provider. For more information about PrEP, contact the Bahamas National AIDS Program at 242-604-9060. Get informed. Make the right choice for you.
Getting a bit creative when it comes to starting their own business, especially in the midst of a pandemic. And this morning we share with you the story of a young Bahamian who transformed a bus into a restaurant.
The idea came from me thinking about starting it with a small bread truck, one of the special blend trucks, and then prayed some more, and then it elevated into a school bus, and I just asked God for a bigger vision.
5 years ago, attorney Kevin Maynard hopped on a plane for Birmingham, England, where he purchased a double-decker bus that was totally transformed into his new business, We So Love Food. Tucked away in a parking lot just beside Doctors Hospital, Shirley Street, the freshly painted red bus's upper deck allows visitors to take in the fresh breeze and some of the sights the capital has to offer. Kevon says even though it's been less than a month, his business is already making a name for itself.
When I first got it about 5 years ago, it was completely different from what it is now. Over time, over the 5-year span, I was able to watch it grow through the renovation phase. My dad helped me with a lot of it, and to see where it is now, I feel very ecstatic. I honestly can't believe it, because the art and the design and the feeling and the vibe behind it is just so amazing.
With COVID-19 protocols strictly enforced, Kevon says tasty dishes whipped up by Bahamian chefs are on the menu.
We want everyone, whenever they come in, they'll feel a positive energy, leave that negative energy out the gate. We have great food. We sell tacos, burritos, loaded nachos, loaded fries. Sopes. I know a lot of people don't know what sopes is. It's a traditional Mexican dish. You know, it's a destination restaurant. So we want you to just come here, be able to just go on top of the bus, just get a complete vibe, eat some food, talk with friends, hang out, and, you know, just have a good time.
And as we head into the Christmas season, Kevon encouraged other Bahamians thinking about starting a business in the pandemic to simply just do it.
Prepare, because even with this, a lot of unexpected things actually pop up. If you're working towards something, stay focused on it. Make sure you have a solid foundation behind you, solid team behind you. And not just that, every dollar counts. Even if it's $20, $5, and if it's a goal or a business that you want to actually accomplish, put that towards your business.
We're so proud to see our young Bahamians are getting into business, especially in COVID-19.
Making a move.
Yes.
All right, so Dawn, you were actually right. What was the first song? Song from outer space, and it was Jingle Bells back in 1965. And the winner this morning is Virginia Godfrey, and she will be able to decorate her tree with these nice Christmas decorations, all courtesy of Janae's Uniform Center. Don't forget to go on down to Janae's and get your uniforms and also your Christmas decorations looking festive this coming season.
All right, and be sure to stay tuned to the ZNS Network for news as it happens, TV and radio updates throughout the day. Then you can tune into the Northern Edition at 6:30 and the Bahamas Tonight at 7. And that's it for us this morning.
Have a safe day, everybody.
Thank you.